All right. Okay. So this is part 70, right? 70. Okay. So part 70 is I'm gonna be reading Clint Sharman, the class of 2008. So let's get started. The interviewer asks, "What is your name?" Clint Sharman. "When did you graduate?" 2008. "What major historical moments did you have in your high school career?" Probably the biggest one that took place when I was here at North. It was the 28 or 2008 presidential election between McCain and Obama, which was clearly a landmark. But now looking back, we didn't know how good we had it in this with those candidates. But we had a bipartisan war hero, very distinguished, intelligent up in corner, O'Connor. And ever since then, it has gone downhill, it seems like so. Could have voted for either one of them, not been wrong. What was the school atmosphere like whenever you were attending North? When I was here, the year I graduated, we were the last class that had the run of the old building. The class of 2009, I believe. The following year that they started to remodel, it wasn't completed for a couple years after that. It was good, I guess. Everything was tighter, and we all had to be closer together all the time. Shared classroom, we still had. Well, you probably still had a senior paper today, I imagine, but ours seemed to be more chaotic than it is now, from what I hear. They can drive. The can drive was still in the old senior circle, so we had something the size of Bedouin to work. And when we were sorting all those cans and things like that. What did you enjoy most about your high school career? Really, we had a large students of we had a large students. We had like many students that has like a large group in a community that seemed to be pretty well behaved, like on group resource. So everyone's friends were close by. They were issues here and there, but overall everything seemed to work. Everything got along for the most part. I'm sure there was bullying, things like that, but there wasn't anything that broke the bank, I guess. What was the rivalry like between North and East? Heated with everything. I'm sure it's still the same now, but I mean it doesn't matter if it was a band or a cross country or football or tennis. Everyone showed up and they were upset with the other side for anything. But then afterwards, you see, as long as it was an event, we could be friends. I remember playing men's volleyball as a club, and we didn't have enough guys to fill the roster. So we had a couple of East kids, and they were all pretty worried about it, even though we would be on the same time. Still heated, right? Is it still that way? Yeah, good. What was your favorite class and why? Dude, what the hell? Did I do that? Did I do him already? Dude, did I do him already? I think I did. Seriously, did I do him already? Did I do him? What are you talking about, honestly? I already did Clint Sharman. What do you mean? I haven't read all of them yet. What the hell? I am so confused. I thought I read him. Okay, so Teresa Lovins, Joe Cunningham, Gregpence, Rosemary Borden Bar, Dora and Larry Antle, Tony Stewart, Robert Burris and Emily Hartman, Jeff and Allison Metz, Nancy Reed and Donald Lovins, Jim Paris, Tanya Ellie, or Sue Elliott, or Jerry Moore. Okay, so I'm gonna type on CNHS Media. You guys can find that out. Um, okay, so you guys can actually see those videos. Um, you guys can actually watch if you want. If you feel like it, you can watch some of those videos. If you feel free to do that. Okay, so for example, Rosemary Borden Bar. This is only for Bulldog alumni.
What is your name?
Rosemary
Honestly.
Borden Bar.
And your graduation?
Did I really say who cares? I don't remember seeing that, honestly. How did that comment get here? That used to be my channel, unknown channel, but I don't even use it, honestly.
Year.
1944.
What were some major historical moments during your high school career?
Well, we were at war. Not initially. When I was a freshman, it was 41, before Pearl Harbor. But there was concern, and there are articles in this copy of the log that express some of the concerns that.
Alright, I'm gonna stop that video right here, and I'm gonna do one of them, actually. I'm gonna skip the part, like I'm watching the rest of it.
She moved it. There we go, perfect. Okay, what is your name?
Marvin Finke,
Okay.
CNHS, don't take my
And when
video
did you
down.
graduate?
1946.
Awesome. What were some major historical
There is some old
moments
people
in
there,
your
and
high
there
school
is some
career?
young people there too.
Oh, had a lot of them. One of the things that was always interesting about, 15, 20 minutes before lunchtime, Larry Crockett was a local race driver here. He lived in Columbus, and he'd get out about 15 minutes early, and he'd
Joe Cunningham, you'll be hearing his voice. I'm actually gonna do all of them today.
Okay, what is your name?
Joe Cunningham
And when did you graduate?
in 1947.
Awesome. What were some major historical events that happened during your high school career?
You guys know what I'm talking about.
Well, a lot of sports, basketball and football, and
Yeah, the transcriptions are too long, so
major things happening.
I wanna
in
quit.
that period. It was after the war was over, so it was the peacetime activities.
Oh, yeah.
This is Betty Aguilar. She cannot. I'm just warning you that she
I
cannot.
have a timer going, but just you can ignore it. So it's gonna be 50, let's do 20 minutes.
About what?
So I have to set a timer.
I have a hard hearing
Okay.
problem.
She
And
can't hear
most
very
of the
well.
interview's like 15 minutes, but I'll give you 20 minutes if that's okay, and you can go past it. So I'm just gonna leave that right there.
Okay.
Okay. So. Is it going? Okay. So you can just like look at me when you're talking, not at the camera.
And your name is
Gracie.
Gracie?
Yep.
That's pretty.
Thank you. Okay, so
Mine's Cookie. That's my nickname.
your name. I like that. Okay, so what is your name?
Betty. Betty Aguilar. Betty Tempest it was. It's Betty Aguilar now.
So what year did you graduate?
1950.
And can you remember any major historical moments?
I'm
from
sorry,
high-
what?
Like any major historical moments from high school?
So, what's your name?
James Paris,
And then, what was your graduation year?
1957.
Did you have any major historical moments in your high school
Because
career?
you're going to follow this. Okay. Well, it depends on what you mean by historical. I would say probably the most historical thing that we had was that we moved up here to this building from the old building, which I spent my first 3 years down at Central High School. And then we were the first class to graduate out of this school. So I'm one of the first graduates out of this.
It's hard to decide if I want to be a teacher, if I want to be a cooking expert of, at the
It was an old
restaurant.
building. It was all wooden
Or I could
floors,
work at a
studio
fast food
floors,
place.
up and down
It doesn't really matter
stairs
to
and
me.
that sort of thing. And this being all basically on one floor, although I was in the vocational drafting areas.
I'll be watching the rest of this later because I usually just put short clips in that video. I'm going to stop the video and
So
do
what is
that.
your name?
I'm Nancy Jo Dalpa Reed.
Okay. And what was your graduation year?
1959.
Okay. What were the major historical moments during your career at North?
I think part of the history would have been the seniors, when I was a freshman at the old school, went half day because it was so crowded. And so we were the last freshman class to go through the old school, but the first class to go all 3 years through Columbus High School.
Awesome.
So we really felt special.
Oh, that's cool. What was the school atmosphere like whenever you were there?
Oh, it was fun. And it
Nice.
was such a great time for sports. They built the gym. We didn't have a theater yet, so the theater we still used at the old school.
This is for some people that didn't know that things are like going on, or some of them don't know what's going on, but it's okay.
Okay.
I know everything.
Now,
Okay.
do I look at you or the camera, or what do I do when I'm being?
Just be natural. You can look at her when
Okay.
she's asking
You
you a
can look at me, you
question.
can look
Okay, that's
whatever
fine.
you want. Okay, what is your name?
My name is Jerry Moore,
Okay, and you graduated when?
1972.
Okay. What were some major historical moments in your high school career?
As far as for the school or for myself? For the school?
Either one.
Well, the gymnastics team won a bunch of state championships, and the Triangle was a very good student newspaper. I learned a great deal writing for it my senior year.
Awesome. What was the school atmosphere like when you were there? Okay, your name.
My name is Gregpence,
And what was your graduation year?
1975.
What were some major historical moments in your high school career?
Oh gosh, I think my graduation, I was surprised I actually graduated.
What was the school atmosphere like when you were here?
So East had just opened up when I started school, so all of a sudden it was a much smaller school, and our student to teacher ratio was much bigger at that time. So it was lots of fun. You know, most of the building that is here today was here back then. So it's fun to be here and see this.
Oh yeah. What did you enjoy most about high school?
Okay, so most guys don't know who Jeff Metz is. Jeff Metz is actually the graphic design. He's actually that teacher. Yeah.
I'm Alison Metz, and I graduated in 2003.
The year I was born. Yeah. The year I was born in. 03.
Mint in your mouth.
I should get rid of that.
My name's Jeff Metz. I graduated in 1975.
What were some major historical moments that happened while you were at North?
I'll let you go first.
I remember 9/11 happening.
Yes.
That was that was a crazy day. I remember being in Mr. King's class during that.
Mr. Q, Mr. King, they kind of sound the same.
That was when we still had TVs
Mr.
in the
Khan.
classroom, and we could our whole classes watched that kind of happen
Mr.
live.
King's hilarious.
Which
I
was
love him.
a major experience for a lot of those kids
Yeah,
because
I
they'd
think
never
the whole
experienced anything
school was kind of on
even close like that.
lockdown.
Yeah, it was a real bad deal. But it was great that we had the kids had the opportunity to experience that, I think.
Sue Elliott.
My name is Sue Elliott.
And what time did you start teaching here?
I started as a TA in the Social Studies Department in 1977.
Okay. And you were the Pep Steppers coach for how long?
I was 16 years. And in 1977, I interviewed for a position for a TA. And part of my resume showed that I had a dance background. So then they asked me if I was hired, if I would consider, starting this dance team. And I was like, I'm not familiar with, how they're done. I've seen them on TV.
teachers or people that really impacted your time at North?
Sure, absolutely. The people that influenced me the most, that I have come away thinking about the most, number one is Shirley Leister. I adored her. She was the English department chair, and I took her modern lit class, though it was for all the smart people, and I was probably the lowest achieving student she probably ever had. I don't think that anybody could have appreciated her more. The things she taught us and the interpretations of all the assignments. I don't know that I got high marks, but she got high marks with me because I just loved learning from her, and still adore her today, get together with her, book study to this day. The other person that I would love for it to go down in history, that I give her accolades, and that is Coach
I would teach like chemistry or something.
My biggest extracurricular and the thing that I enjoyed the most was basketball. At the time,
I hate getting
high school was
older.
only 3
Sucks.
years, so it was sophomore, junior, senior. And so my sophomore and junior year, I played.
Why am I taking a long time, honestly? This is all about journalism, basically.
What's your name?
My name is Don Lovins.
What's your graduation year?
1982.
Okay, what were some major historical moments in your high school career? What is your name?
Tony Stewart.
What was your graduation year?
89.
What were some major historical moments that happened in your high school career, if you remember?
Well, at the end of when I graduated high school was when I finished racing go-karts and actually got my first opportunity to drive a bigger style race car, which.
Pardon me.
So, what's your name and graduation year?
Lynn Montgomery, 1968.
Do you remember any major historical moments in your high school career?
The Beatles came to America.
What was the school atmosphere like?
Everybody was gung-ho for sports. The gym was sold out every night.
Were you at the games?
I was a student manager. I was only 5'4" my senior year, so.
Nice.
Okay, so what's your name?
John Baldrige,
Okay.
class of 68.
You spell Baldridge wrong. It's Baldridge, not Baldridge. You probably spelled it. You probably didn't look at it. You probably spelled it wrong. I'm sorry. You're gonna have to like fix it. Whoever's behind that Bulldog alumni, you better fix that. Baldridge says you spelled it wrong, saying like Baldridge. You better fix it right now. Okay? I'm watching you.
So what are some major historical moments in your high school career?
When I was going to high school and my class, and incidentally, we just had our 50th reunion a couple of months ago. So.
This video is going to be about journalism.
Okay, so what's your name and graduation year?
My name is Debbie Hutton Pratt, and I graduated in 1969.
This video is laggy.
Historical
I'm
moments
sorry.
happened in your high school career?
Oh, wow. Well, I wasn't expecting that question, so I'll have to think about that for a moment. Obviously, we were in the 60s, and so there was
This
a lot
video is
involved in the
laggy.
Vietnam War.
I'm sorry.
And,
I hate to say it. You're gonna have to fix your video again. I'm sorry.
Okay. All right. We'll start with name and graduation year.
Teresa Lovins Grossman is my maiden name. So I graduated in 1984.
Okay. During your high school experience, were there any major historical moments that you remember distinctly?
Well, I was in high school through the 1982 Olympics when the hockey team won, so it was kind of exciting.
Okay. So we'll start with your name and graduation year.
Delora Wilson Antle, 1963.
Larry Antle, 1965.
Cool. Okay, so did you guys have any major historical moments in your high school experience that you like are vivid in your mind? You remember?
John Kennedy was killed while we were here, 63. I was in Spanish class, special announcement came over the loudspeaker, and it was quite a,
Filming now?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
What's your name?
My name is Robert Burris. I was in the class of 51.
Man, he's really old, man.
Well, then I'll say, do you want to do us separately or together?
We'll do it together.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And then I married Catherine Flucky Burris, who passed away in 2011, and she was Emily's mother.
Class of 1967. And then I'm Emily Hartman. I'm the class of 1989.
So, what's your name and graduation year?
Phil Pennington. I graduated in 1978.
Do you remember any major historical moments that happened while you were here?
We had a blizzard in 78.
How bad was it?
It's pretty bad. We got out of school, so that was a good
I'm gonna do a journalism video, just so you know.
What was the school atmosphere like?
I'll get to those questions later, because you can watch the video if you feel comfortable with it.
What is your name?
My name's Mark Oliver.
What year did you graduate?
95 was my graduation year.
Can you think of some major historical moments or any moments in your
I can't really think of any historical things that happened that stand out that year. I can't think of any really.
Alright, that's okay. What was the school atmosphere like when you were here?
It was fun. I mean,
This guy's boring. No, it's okay, it's okay. Fine.
Alright, so what's your name and what's your graduation year?
My name is Stacy Finley and I graduated 2001.
Alright. Were there any major historical moments that you remember from your high school career?
Oh goodness. Y2K. That was a big thing when the end of 1999. That was a big thing. Everyone like stocked up on water and they thought that there was going to be a big thing whenever it became 2000, but obviously.
Pardon me.
Alright, what is your name?
Hate to cut you off, but I don't feel like watching the rest of this. It's gonna make my video longer, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to get my video too longer. I realize this is gonna take a while to upload. So, I gotta be honest with you, I just don't want to put too much info.
My name's Clint Shireman,
Okay, well, when did you graduate?
2008.
And what major historical moments in...
Get out of here. Alright, Gabby, you're up.
So, what is your name?
Gabby McLemore, and now it's Gabby Brock.
What year did you graduate?
In 2013.
So, can you name any major historical moments in your high school career?
Whew. I should have looked at that question first. Historical moments. I was just looking through my yearbook this morning, and I saw that Obama was reelected in 2012, so I guess it's not when he got first elected, but...
Nice. Alright, last one. Lexi Dykes.
Sorry, I'll start over. I would say one of the most historic moments for me was when our women's basketball team won state. I believe it was the first time. And I was a cheerleader, so I was on the sidelines and got to see their raw emotions during that moment, and it was really powerful. It's something I definitely won't ever forget.
Okay, I'm gonna stop you right here. I'll be reading the community table talk questions through sometime whenever I feel like it. Alright, so if you guys have any questions, just let me know. If you guys have any questions about the Bulldog alumni, let me know. I'll be able to help you if you need something. All right, see you guys later.